presents The Hank Thompson Show with the Brazos Valley Boys. Our special guest, one of your favorites on Capitol Records, Miss Jean Shepard. And starring Hank Thompson.
That was my doom, my heart went boom, I got a Humpty Dumpty heart. Well, howdy, friends. A great big warm welcome to you. You know, we got lots of things doing here for about the next 15 minutes of our little folk music get-together. And we got a very special guest. Of course, we got a lot of business to do, and I guess I better start kind of tending to some of it here with a lively little tune from one of our Capitol Records, the story of a steel-driving man with the name of John Henry. Well, now that we've told you all about the times and the hard work that John Henry went through, here's something I'm real certain that you want to know about.
Hi there, I'm Joe Slattery. And while we wait just a second for Hank, will you join me for a timeout? A real refreshing timeout with Falstaff. Now, like me, you probably heard those words, the choicest product of the brewer's art, practically as long as you can remember. And it takes only one tiny sip of that premium quality Falstaff flavor to tell you how true those words are.
You're sure on the right track there, Joe. You know, friends, I like to explain the extra taste goodness of Falstaff like this. When I strike a note this way, it's pretty, but it doesn't mean anything by itself. Well, as a matter of fact, neither does this. But you put them all together, it makes a pretty tone. Like our Falstaff song, for instance. The same way with brewing. It's even more than hitting on the right ingredients. It's putting them together just right, as Falstaff always does. Yes, sir, that's why Falstaff always plays such smooth and golden mellow music to your taste. For smooth and golden mellow brew that's fully aged for flavor too, here's a cheerful note for you. Sing out for Falstaff, sing out for Falstaff, sing out for Falstaff beer. told her lies as her starry eyes looked up in admiration. You painted scenes and lovely dreams with all of your temptation. You spoke of things like wedding rings and promised her the world. For no cause at all, you let her fall. And now she's yesterday's girl. Don't you sometimes feel that love is real, the greatest thing in life? Not one romance you gave the chance to be your cherished wife. You cheat and lie, you make them cry, you promise each the world. Each came to be just a memory and another yesterday's girl. You think it's smart to lure the heart of a girl who slips you kiss? Is it just your game to add her name to your broken-hearted list? You loved some long, you loved some wrong, you promised each the world, and one by one they each become another yesterday's girl. When autumn falls and you recall the things that might have been, then you'll pause and see you cause the grief that's deep within. When you're old and love grows cold, I'll bet you'd give the world, and one by one they each become another yesterday's girl. Yes, sir, that was yesterday's girl. But now to bring things up to date, I got someone that I'd like to introduce to you that's very much a part of the present day goings-on. A mighty pretty little girl that comes from Oklahoma, Miss Jeannie Shepard. Yeah! You know, neighbors, Jeannie is a new member to the Capitol Recording family, but already in just a very few records, she has established herself as one of the outstanding folk artists in our business, and we're mighty proud of her. You know, that recording yours of Dear John kind of skyrocketed on up to close to 1 million copies, didn't it?
Yes, it did, Hank, and don't forget the answer to it. Forgive me, John.
Oh, can't forget that. That was a wonderful pair of records, and I know that the folks are going to be looking forward to a lot more of them. But tell me, could you sing me one of your personal favorite songs?
I sure will. I asked the boys in the band if they knew it, and they said, why, sure, and I'm sure all the folks will recognize 7 Lonely Days. 7 lonely days make 1 lonely week. 7 lonely nights make 1 lonely me. Ever since the time you told me we were through, 7 lonely days I've cried and cried for you. Oh, my darling, you're crying. There's no use in denying I cried for
Thank you, Jeannie. That was mighty fine. Say,
Thank you.
don't you run off because I'm going to do that song I promised for you called No Help Wanted.
Well.
Right now, there's something that's very important I'd like for all you folks to watch right here. Yes, sir. This is what I wanted to talk to you about.